And good morning, everyone. It is this day, and it is November 14th. And welcome. On our show today, we're going to have Dan Perdale here. He is the director of the Saddleback Emeritus Institute and going to tell us about, not too long from now, you can sign up for the spring semester, believe it or not. Also, Sheila Vialka is going to be here with the Old Pros, and really, we're going to be talking about their new podcast that's available that you can download. So we'll let you know how to find that and how to listen to it and how to download it if you'd like as well. Wellness in the Wood, Leslie Coretti will be here today talking about her health fair coming up, and also we'll bring you a segment with Age Well, a fall cooking segment. Now, as far as meetings go today, there are a few. Over at Mutual 50 in the Towers, they'll be having their agenda meeting at 10 o'clock, and Third Garden Villas, the Garden Villas Association meeting, that will be happening at 10 as well at Clubhouse 5. GRF has their Community Activities Committee, and that will be 1:30 in the boardroom, and then United will have their Resident Advisory Committee at 4 o'clock in the Sycamore Room. Now, as far as the weather goes today, another day of this thick marine layer that's out there, this fog and a little clouds as well, meaning we got the marine layer, but then they're inland, they've got a lot of cloud layer as well. So we'll probably be partly cloudy all the way till at least midday, and then a few scattered clouds after that. Tomorrow, I think we're going to have less, so we still should have that morning fog. And then as we get to a Saturday and Sunday, particularly Sunday, 84 degrees, that's when we're going to get some of those offshore winds. At this point, they don't look real strong, and it looks like just about one day, maybe overnight Saturday into Sunday. And then Monday, things will drop down. And really, we're looking at next week. I think it is maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. There's a chance, a 30% chance of rain, which would be really nice. Looking around the county and beyond today, similar temperatures to what we had yesterday. Not much difference at all. You can see the low 70s. We're down by probably about average of about 3 degrees today, a little bit cooler. This is about the coolest day of the week. So some nice fall weather. I like the fog in the morning, and we're getting some nice afternoons. All right, we'll be back in just a few minutes.
Your attention. Please take down this number. Did you know that adults with untreated hearing loss experience a 30 to 40% faster decline in cognitive abilities and are more likely to develop dementia? Those with a mild hearing loss are 3 times more likely to have a history of falling. An annual hearing screening is urgent for memory care to help prevent cognitive decline and thus delay the onset of dementia. Free hearing checkups are now being offered free of charge. If you have not had an annual hearing exam, please take advantage of this free opportunity. If hearing loss is detected, hearing aids will be available to try for 10 days. Evaluations only take 30 minutes, but you must call for an appointment. Hearing screening is urgent for memory care. Please take preventive action. Call now.
Did you know that the Laguna Hills Lodge was originally built as a place for relatives or friends to stay when they were visiting? In 1968, Laguna Woods' residents built the first 2 buildings of the lodge because they wanted a place close by for visitors to stay. Since then, the lodge has become the spare bedroom for the Laguna Woods' residents. The lodge has received the TripAdvisor Award of Excellence 8 years in a row. We invite you to stay in one of our recently remodeled garden rooms and take advantage of a special offer for Laguna Woods' residents, family, and friends.
Most real estate agents stick to the 3 Ps of marketing. They place it on the MLS, they put up a sign, and pray that it sells. Laguna Premier Realty takes a different approach to marketing your home. From professional and high-quality photos, to high-definition video, single property websites, and 3D virtual tours. We will make your property stand out and, most importantly, sell. So whether you are looking to list your current home or find your dream home in the village, Laguna Premier Realty is here to help.
Did you know that we are living longer, healthier lives than ever before? And did you know that social interaction, brain stimulation, and exercise improve your quality of life? Did you know the Saddleback College Emeritus Institute offers 200 tuition-free classes to older adults in South Orange County? With over 30-plus locations between Lake Forest and San Clemente, it has never been easier to take advantage of your third act of life. Sign up today.
Well, I'd like to welcome back today Dan Perdale. He is the Assistant Dean of Extended Learning and also the Director of the Americas Institute for Saddleback College. And great to have you here today.
Great to be back. Thank you again.
Yeah. And are you, I think I might have asked this before. Is it just Saddleback or do you do IVC as well?
Saddleback only.
Okay,
right
just
Saddleback.
Okay. Because I know that, they have their emeritus and extended learning and all that as well.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, great to have you here today.
Thank you.
And how things are going in Emeritus?
Emeritus is going really well. We are maintaining about a 6,000 student enrollment, and we still have about 35 teaching sites all throughout South Orange County.
Wow.
About 80 or so classes here in the village as well. So it's about a third of all of our courses are here, which gives village residents an opportunity to take classes in their own backyard.
Yeah, it does. So let me ask you something that I know people have kind of asked before. I know you've talked about it, but the difference between adult education and Emeritus, because you oversee adult education courses, right?
Yeah, it's in our division as well.
Yeah.
So adult education is a wonderful newer opportunity offered by Saddleback College, which primarily focuses on below college level courses, primarily for individuals who are wanting free classes to develop their second language skills in English.
Okay.
So we have about a 6-course sequence that can lead to a certificate of completion that allows for students to demonstrate competency in progression of English skills.
Okay.
Again, all those courses are free. They're held either in Mission Viejo or down in San Juan Capistrano and at a couple smaller sites, but it's a really wonderful opportunity. We also have classes for individuals with disabilities to focus on job-related skills and workplace abilities, and so that is a thriving newer program within adult education as well. On the flip side, Emeritus Institute, they are still non-credit, tuition-free courses, primarily focused on lifelong learning. So they don't end at a certificate or a degree, but they are there for the pure joy of learning.
All right. And you were telling me that you are have more faculty coming in for that and for Emeritus, and are these folks that are have been educators that at Saddleback or IVC, or they come from all different walks of life?
Yeah, that's a great question. So the state of California still has minimum requirements for all faculty in whatever arena they're teaching in. For older adult, there is an older adult minimum qualification that they have actually worked with or taught older adults previously. And so in that case too, we are getting faculty members from other colleges, some from the other academic divisions on campus, coming to Emeritus to also teach, some from IVC. But we have a couple new faculty members who I'm very excited about. One has been a professional screenwriter for many years. He's going to come in and teach our film as literature course. We have another section of Birds of the World will be taught by a postgraduate student who took ornithology classes at Cornell. She's coming in and has been a longtime science instructor. So we have a couple
That's an interesting class.
Yeah, a couple new faculty that I'm really excited about.
Yeah, that is really interesting. I haven't heard of that. So that's a brand new course?
So Birds of the World has been around for quite a while.
Has it really?
Yeah, we have three thriving sections at the moment, all with about 35 students in each. The demand has grown, and so we've seen that we wanted to offer another course. It's a wonderful way to get outside. It's a wonderful way to connect with nature, to have mindfulness, to see the nature around us.
I haven't heard of that one
before.
It's
a really fantastic class.
Yeah, we'll have to get one of the faculty.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That would be great. Now, also coming up is something you folks have been doing for a while now, and this is the Dorothy Marie Lowry Distinguished Guest Lecture Series.
Yeah, so this is our premier class, if you will. It gives students a really nice entry into the Emeritus Institute if you want to be anonymous a little bit and not sit in a smaller class. This class...
So this is it's actually considered a class then?
It is.
Okay.
Exactly. So you still need to register, still need to apply to the college, but it's held at the Performing Arts Center through the spring term. And this focuses on having an individual who is a different individual each week, come in and present a lecture that focuses on arts, culture, sociology, political science. My goal, and really the goal of the class, is for students to walk away saying, I didn't know that before.
Okay. And where do you find these people who teach us?
We really focus on trying to find individuals who have had a distinguished career, who have made an impact on life.
Okay.
Some are researchers at local institutions. We have a number coming in from UCI this year. We have a number coming in from across the country who have had an impact in their areas of life. So we have actually one of the speakers will be, she was a longtime individual associated with art theft, researching art theft.
Okay, that would be
prosecuting that.
Interesting.
So we're going to bring somebody in to talk about that. So there are things that
that's really
are of interest,
yeah.
and not things that you would never necessarily find in everyday conversation or a class.
This almost sounds like TED Talks.
A little bit, yeah. They're 2 hours long, so a little bit longer than a 15-minute TED Talk, but it dives into the information. They're really fascinating, and there's also a question and answer time at the end, so people can engage with the speaker as well.
All right, that's a good one. So that happens in the spring, but again, that is a class that people actually have to sign up for.
That's
Obviously,
correct.
It's a big one
Right.
because they can fit hundreds of people if they want.
Exactly.
Okay.
So there's always plenty of room, and we'll be starting that the first Friday of the spring semester.
Okay. Sign us for spring. When does that begin?
Tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah. So students have received registration appointments, and those first appointments start tomorrow. They're distributed through the 21st, and then any brand new students who want to come to the Emeritus Institute and register, they'll have the opportunity to do that after the 22nd. Okay. Something new we did this year as well was mail all of our schedules to every Laguna Woods Village resident in the hopes of having more residents come to the classes.
Okay.
So a recent survey showed there are some residents who still didn't know about the Emeritus program, and we want to make sure that everybody has the chance to know about it and attend classes.
All right, very good. So December 17th, you're having a chorale concert, and this is going to be Laguna Hills Community Center.
Yeah. So
and is this made up from students?
It is.
Okay.
Right. So again, one of our courses is concert chorale, and we call it the Emeritus Institute Chorale. It's made up of about 120 singing voices.
Wow.
So it's a very large choir. And it is conducted by John Huntington, who has been a longtime instructor at Saddleback in the Fine Arts Division.
Yeah,
and who teaches
we've had
with
him
us.
on before.
Exactly.
A few times, yeah.
So he leads a wonderful holiday concert there at Laguna Hills Community Center. It's a really nice event. We've been regularly having about 400 attendees to it. So it's a free concert. Get there early, come enjoy an hour or so of singing and performance.
Very good, yeah. That'll be a lot of fun, and we'll remind people about that. You want to talk about why attendance matters.
Yeah, so attendance is the way that the Emeritus Institute is funded. So unlike on the traditional side where the college would receive tuition revenue, whether or not the student shows up, the Emeritus Institute and all non-credit courses are funded by the actual hours a student attends.
Okay.
And so
similar to grade school.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes. So it is our goal to encourage individuals to attend even more regularly.
Okay.
We have an attendance rate of about 65% right now, and we hope to increase that to about 80% so that we can offer more faculty sections to be able to have more classes to meet the growing demand.
So that way, just like in grade school or high school or whatever it is, that attendance is counted every single day.
Right.
And so that means your instructors count, if they have a class of 30, they want them to all be showing up instead of somebody just, I'll go when I want, which that counts. They take the attendance.
Exactly. So we run attendance every class session.
Well, I didn't realize that.
And it is the way that the program is funded. So every student hour matters.
Very good. People want to find out more about this, they can go to saddleback.edu/emeritus. And when do the classes begin for spring?
Yeah, the classes will begin January 13th.
Okay, so not too far away.
No.
A couple months, but tomorrow is the day.
Yeah, classes start. Class registration starts tomorrow.
All right, good stuff.
Thank you.
And of course, we'll remind you about the concert coming up, and that lecture series. That sounds. They always get interesting stuff, but the couple that you've talked about. The art one, that's going to be really fascinating.
Yeah, it'll be really engaging.
Yeah, very good.
Thank you.
Dan, always good to see you.
You too.
Take care, and we'll be right back.
If you asked me what I wanted to be when I was a child, I would have told you a princess or an astronaut, maybe even a chef. But things change. I may not have become a princess, but I found someone who treated me like one. I may not have become an astronaut, but I still got to see the world. I may not have become a chef, but you would never leave my house hungry. The Emeritus Institute has kept my love of learning alive. Every day is a new adventure, and the Emeritus classes have made it possible to keep living out my dreams. Sign up today and begin your life's next adventure.
Hiring a realtor you trust is the first step in selling your home. Selecting an escrow company that can safeguard your money and personal information throughout the transaction is the next step. Escrow Options will guarantee the safety of your personal information and funds from the risks of wire fraud and cyber theft. Choose the escrow company that works for you. Escrow Options Group, protecting consumer assets in escrow since 2005.
Aetna takes a total approach to health and wellness. With Medicare Advantage plans that offer health coaching and fitness memberships, plus hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage in one simple plan, with monthly plan premiums starting at $0, and wide provider networks including doctors and hospitals you know and trust. Aetna Medicare Advantage plans. Call today. We'll send you a $10 Visa reward card with no obligation to enroll. Or visit us online at aetnamedicare.com/TV.
Hi, I'm Ann Mundell-Noel, audiologist and owner of Amazing Hearing. As an audiologist, I have the education and expertise to assess, diagnose, and treat hearing loss. Hearing aids are only one part of the treatment process. The way we have been taught to fit, counsel, and use hearing therapy is what makes us different. Amazing Hearing, audiologists with the education, expertise, and empathy to change how you hear.
Well, with me right now from the Old Pros is Sheila Bialka, and we're talking about something a little bit different today. Yeah. We're talking about podcasting, and I don't know how many of you folks listen to podcasts. They've been going on for, well, really since the iPod came about, and so it's really been, believe it or not, podcasting has come about for, I think, about 18, 19 years already.
Has it been that long?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It is amazing how long it's been around.
Yeah.
And, you know, in essence, if you're not sure what a podcast is, I think most of you are, think of it as a radio program. And it can be about anything. There are probably literally 2 or 3 million or more podcasts out there that you can find, and they're free.
Yeah,
and
except
free to listen
the big
to.
difference is with radio, you turn it off. You can't come back and turn it back on where you left off. You can with a podcast.
That's true.
Which to me is very attractive because sometimes you've just got to go and do something else. You
yeah,
can't be
that's
listening.
true. So the podcast that you folks started is called the Old Pros Radio Hour, and tell us about this.
Well, it's thanks to you, Ken. I mean, I was, you know, giving off one day to you about everybody wants to do readings now. They can't memorize. So here's Ken, and he says to me, well, why don't you do a podcast? I said, what do you mean a podcast? So you explained to me what it was. So it's taken us about 6 months to get this up and running.
Yeah, it takes a while, yeah.
And thank you to you for suggesting it, but also the Video Club has been very generous and very good helping us.
Yeah.
I mean, we couldn't have done it without the Video Club. You know, Jack Crawbuck down there and Jim Rose. I mean, they built us a soundproof booth to do this. I mean, they've gone out of their way. I mean, we've gotten very professional, and that was our big aim. We wanted it to sound professional. Didn't want some Mickey Mouse thing going out, because this is representing this community, really.
Well, one of the most important things, it is the most important thing with any podcast out there is, of course, the audio. That's all people are listening to. And when you listen to podcasts, which you know, I have done in the past, pick out one that sounds, you know, kind of entertaining, and the audio is horrible. You're done with it.
Yeah.
You're like,
can't be bothered.
You can't be bothered with it.
Right.
So it's very important. And we're going to get to, you know, how you can find it. But first, what is this podcast is about, the Old Pros Radio Hour?
Well, it's a variety of stories mix, you know, I mean, we go from, I'll tell you, we're starting out with 5. It's memories of a movie star, Brett Halsey. Anecdotes from a former journalist. This gal has been all over the world as a journalist, some of her stories. Humorous tales of life from Dennis Glauber. Fiction from the future, and you'll be interested to know Bob Bauman, of course, Bob.
Yes.
He's reading one of those. And bittersweet stories from childhood. Those are the first 5. And each one runs about 30 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
And we have found that it's all written by people who live here, all these stories, and it's all read by old pros. And we had auditions, so the voice was good, and we knew people. I mean, anybody can read, but to read with meaning and clarity, and you know, make people interested in what you're saying, that's different.
Yeah, it is. So again, it's the most important thing.
Of course, and we've had to coach a little bit on some things, but they've all come off beautifully. Yeah. We're very proud of this. We really are.
Well, of course, you know, we have on the screen here Buzzsprout, and this is where you folks use to post these, and people do not have to go to Buzzsprout to listen to them, but they certainly can.
Yeah.
And at this point here, if you want, you can listen to them straight from Buzzsprout and do it that way. But of course, if you have one of the other podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, these are where you can go and you can subscribe. And what it means to subscribe to a podcast is it's automatically going to be downloaded on a weekly, every 2 weeks, but it's free.
Yeah, because
these
when you say subscribe,
free.
Sometimes people think you've got to pay money.
Right.
But this is absolutely free.
Yeah, it is. And you know, I have, this is what mine, you know, all the different podcasts that I get here, and all the different ones that I download on most of them are weekly, some are bi-weekly, whatever it might be, but they automatically download, and then I can just simply go, and by the way, this is Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, they all are the same way. This is my library, and then I can look at them here, and here we have the Old Pros radio hour right here, and then when I click on that, it shows, you know, what episodes I have or whatever it might be, and then I can automatically download them or download them any way I want to, and the real reason you're going to do this. Here we go.
Radio Hour.
Who's that talking?
Oh, that's the guy with the voice. I mean, that's Bill Hemberger.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's got a great voice.
One of the things that if you know, a lot of people may not know this when it comes to when you download these podcasts, is that you can listen to them at regular speed, half speed, double speed. So, you know, if you can handle like listening to it quickly,
that's a good point.
You can get through a 30-minute podcast in 15, 20 minutes, and somebody's talking a little bit quicker, but
it was too fast for me.
It's a little too fast for me too.
Listen, I can't hear this. It's too fast.
Yeah.
And then you said, well, you can slow it down. You just hit the, oh, thank God, yeah.
Obviously, another big advantage to downloading these is the fact that you download them to your phone, so now in your car, and most of us, our devices will connect to our car. You can listen to them while you're driving around. I
find the easiest way that I can do it is I get the icon on my phone, the little podcast icon. Can we show that? Do you have any? Here it is.
Well, I can show it. You know, when we simply go back, whether it's on your phone or not, you know, it's a little bit hard to see, but you know, the icon is right here. This is the Apple one, Spotify, whatever it might be. Obviously, the same one is on your phone. And if you happen to have either Apple CarPlay or Google CarPlay available in your vehicle, it's even easier because those big icons come right up. And then you hit that icon and it comes up. And like I said, you have your library, you know, whatever you might be. However many you have, and you just go from there.
Trader Joe's.
Trader Joe's actually does a podcast.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
Interesting to just go through and find the ones that you think you'll like. And then if you don't like them, you don't listen to them anymore. You get something else.
Yeah.
It's wonderfully it takes up a lot of, like you can be cooking and listening to a podcast, or you can be doing something else, ironing, listening to a podcast. You don't have to sit and watch like you do television. And I think it's marvelously entertaining.
And
really.
I know for me, I would say 75% of my listening in my car are podcasts.
Really?
I usually don't listen to any kind of a radio station. I mean, I do. I get Sirius XM and all that.
Yeah.
But I only tune to those when I've gone through all my podcasts for that week. And my podcast library is growing, so a lot of times I get them all stacked.
I was going to say there's certain ones you go back to every week, because we will be doing a new one every week. That's usually, I think, the norm. They usually put a new podcast up every week. So, but you can still go back to the old ones.
Yes, you can. And if you want, when you subscribe, or even if you don't, you can download them individually. You can have 5, 6, 7 episodes. It doesn't matter, whatever it might be.
That's it. So a Sunday afternoon, you can just sit back and put your headphones on. Now,
have you done any of these yet?
Yeah,
I mean, no, have you done any of the readings yet?
Oh, no.
Okay.
They haven't, and we try to match up the story with the voice, you know, like if it's got to have a southern accent or something. And so far, we haven't come up with anything British.
Okay. Well, they should.
They will.
Yes.
No, I've been too busy being the director. I've been doing all the sound thing, and then Gila is writing all the intros, and Bill, of course, is doing the voice, introducing, and Miranda is doing all the Scott work. She's doing all the advertising and putting people together.
There's a lot to this, and you guys put your time and effort, and there's a cost that you folks. It's free to people to download.
That's right. That's right. Well, hopefully, if we get a lot of numbers and a lot of people listening, we might be able to get some sponsors to pay. And it will cover the cost of what it's costing us to put it out.
That's true. A lot of these podcasts, in some way, especially when they get to be pretty big, obviously one of them's by This Old House, so they're. But they begin to get sponsors, and in some cases, a couple that I listen to, the Sporkful Whiskey Cast and all that, that's their job. They've got enough sponsors that it's a viable program that they're doing. So,
we thought we could get sort of local people, real estate people and that, because it'll obviously be geared more to this community. So anyhow, I think we've got a little article in the paper today about it, and then this flyer will be everywhere. We're putting it in all the clubhouses, so if you don't understand what we talked about today, you can go over it slowly with the flyer. And blame Ken, because he's doing the explaining.
Yes, that's right. Blame me. All right, always good to see you.
Thank you, Ken. You're a delight.
You guys doing a great job.
You give us more energy than anybody.
Thank you. And it really is. I've listened to it, and it sounds very professional. The audio is excellent.
Oh, good.
So
well,
all of you are doing a great job.
I'll just mention, coming up, we've got westerns, crime stories, Hispanic tales, tales with a twist, moments that make a difference in people's lives, famous acquaintances, true stories of wartime escape, humor. We've got a lot of humor coming up, and animal stories.
Very good.
So we're covering the whole
gamut.
What?
It sounds like Jeopardy categories.
That'll be the next thing.
Yes. All right.
Okay. Thank you, Ken.
Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
All right. We'll be back.
Have you or a loved one been diagnosed with mild cognitive impairment due to Alzheimer's disease or mild dementia? Are you looking for new options for the symptoms of cognitive impairment? If you are 55 to 85 years of age and have been experiencing mild to moderate memory loss, you may qualify for a clinical research study. Irvine Clinical Research is seeking volunteers to test the effectiveness of a non-surgical therapy device. For more information and to see if you qualify, call 949-577-7415 or visit renewstudy.com.
Looking for a Medicare plan? It's time to look at SCAN.
It's a different type of company. Members are the most important thing.
It's not about the bottom line. It's about what's right.
From the phone call to the help, the service, the benefits, everything.
Comprehensive Medicare coverage. Exceptional service. That's how it should be. If you're new to Medicare, have both Medicare and Medi-Cal, or have been diagnosed with certain chronic conditions, you may qualify to join SCAN now. Call or ask your broker about SCAN today.
Dr. Yi-Wing Tong and Dr. Elaine Tong specialize in treating chronic pain and other disorders without drugs or surgery. Our therapy uses anesthetic injections to enhance acupuncture, curing disorders by restoring circulation and health. Most of our patients have tried all kinds of therapies without benefit, but obtained relief with their first treatment. Whether you are suffering from chronic pain, mental disorders, or simply wanting to maintain optimal health, we are here to help. Call today for your free phone consultation.
Envision, the eye doctor's #1 choice.
We are a community of surgeons and optometrists dedicated to helping you live better by seeing better.
We offer advanced lens options to fit your lifestyle. We also offer the latest in laser technology for cataract surgery. We are Envision, the eye doctor's #1 choice.
With clear vision, all things are possible. To schedule your appointment, contact us at 866-599-2740.
Well, coming up tomorrow is the Healthy Brain Expo, and with us today from Wellness in the Woods, we have Leslie Coretti, and always good to see you.
Yes, Ken.
Welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
And we see Leslie a lot on
yes.
Various programs. But today we're talking about what's going on tomorrow over at Clubhouse 2.
Yes. I mean, we're pretty excited about it because, first of all, we have free lunch that's being provided by Las Palmas and the Wellington.
Oh, very nice.
So there's no fee to come. You know, at this,
that's great.
You know, it's free to the whole community, but only the first couple hundred people are going to get free lunch because we don't know how many people are coming.
Okay.
As we did not require an RSVP this time. You know, we said it was appreciated, but
right.
That was not probably the best thing to do. So, you know, first come, first served is going to be the name of the game.
So it happens tomorrow at 9:30 to 12:30, and you have several folks that are presenting different topics.
Yes. Well, we'll actually open the doors at 9 for registration because I think they're going to be giving away, you know, bags and little passports for them to go around and talk to the different exhibitors.
Okay.
I think we're going to have about 20 exhibitors.
Very good.
Basically, if you complete your passport, you enter into a grand raffle, which is also free, no cost, and we've got prizes from free gift cards from Sprouts, who just opened up.
That's right, they just
opened, and you know, so I went and knocked on the door and said, "Could you please?" And they gave us a couple, and so we're really excited. There'll be a lot of gifts and baskets for people to win. As long as they finish their passport, they automatically get in the drawing.
Very good.
Yeah.
Now the presentations, this is going to be up on differently, like on a stage, or they have to go over and listen to these. You have somebody talking about scams and healthy or gum health affects brain health. Superfoods and depression.
Yes.
So they will be coming up like on a sort of a stage?
There's like a little stage that they, you know, Clubhouse 2. They have one how it kind of goes at an angle. So at one part of the room we'll have the speakers, and they will be, you know, like the first speaker starts at 9:40.
Okay, all right.
And Catch Up Matthew is going to be talking about scams and how you can avoid different things. I mean, he's an attorney, but you know what? Even my son gave me a tip.
What's that?
The other day. when you get a call and you know it's a scam, you know, because nobody says hello to you, press 9, and if that doesn't work, press 2, and then all of a sudden they say, goodbye. Right in the middle of their sentence.
Oh, really?
Yes, yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's really cool. My son taught me that this week.
I
told him what we were doing, and he says, oh, Mom, you do this. You know, so that was really cool. Then at 10:30, I'm really excited about this one because Dr. Michael Cooley is going to be talking about your hygiene and your gums and how that affects dementia. So I'm just like, whoa, you know, who knew?
Yeah, that'll be an interesting one.
That should be an interesting one. And then at 11:20, superfoods and supplements, and Dr. Narisha will be talking about that. And then at 12 o'clock, depression and brain health.
Yeah.
And that's going to be an extraordinary Dr. Jane. She travels all over the world speaking.
That'll be an interesting one.
Yeah, so that will also be, because she'll also talk about if you are diagnosed with something, what do you do next?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, they get it and then it's like, oh, you know, and they just are paralyzed.
Yeah.
So that's going to be also a really great opportunity.
Yeah, that'll be really good.
You know, to get information that we might not otherwise even think about.
Right, yeah. And again, you know, this is free, so just to show up for this.
But if
you get there early, then you get on the list for lunch.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The other thing, too, is they are doing free memory checkups all day long.
Okay.
So people can just sign up for that at random and get it done right there on the spot.
That'll be good.
That'll be great.
And you have a lot of vendors there from just different areas?
Yes, they're healthcare providers of different sorts. And, you know, like home care or assisted care or, you know, people who actually help you in rehab.
Yeah,
you know,
therapy,
all
like that.
therapy, all those type of things like that. Anything that can help seniors.
Okay, and this is the last one you're doing this year, right? For this Healthy Rain?
Yes,
right? Okay.
yes. This is the last event that we're going to do in regards to Wellness in the Woods.
Okay.
And so we won't start our health fairs again until next year, probably February or March of next year. So yeah, this is our last main event, and it is Healthy Brain Month according to, you know, it's like a national thing. And
it is.
There's only one other thing that we're doing that people are a little bit scared about.
What's that?
We're doing a virtual reality tour of dementia.
All right, now what's that all about?
Oh my God, it is so exciting, Ken. They have you put on goggles, they have you put on something on your ears, they have you put on gloves, and they have you put something in your shoes, and then they take you to these different stations, you know, kind of like you're at home and you're trying to do things and get things done, and it gives you a clear idea of what it's like for a loved one or someone that you may know that really has dementia. So it's a virtual reality tour of dementia.
Who's doing that?
There's a company that just specializes in doing that. And a lot of times they do it for continuing education for caregivers, you know, because people need to know. And it's really fun. I mean, I'm really good at doing a lot of things.
Yes.
I did the tour last year, which was our first time. I failed in some of the areas. It was like crazy. You know,
that'll be interesting.
I couldn't even get like a zipper of a jacket done. And then I was like, oh, shoot, let me just get another jacket. This jacket doesn't work.
Yeah.
And I tried another one, and that one I was having, I was just actually having a hard time doing a simple thing. But it gives you a feel
of what people go through.
Yeah, exactly.
One more thing you wanted to quickly talk about, your Thanksgiving.
Oh, yes.
Potluck, is it?
It's a Thanksgiving potluck. We've been doing this for about 8 years, and it's going to be at Clubhouse 7 next weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, so, you know, bring a dish, $5, and we are going to have a turkey cook-off between myself and Jonah, who helps out at the our Wellness in the Woods every single month.
Okay.
She cooks for us.
That'll be fun.
So she's doing a 25-pound turkey, and I'm doing a 25-pound turkey, and we're going to see, you know, who does the best one.
Big turkeys.
Yes. Well, usually we have a good 90 people come.
Right.
So, you know, we want to make sure that everyone has enough food to really enjoy. And we just spend a couple hours just eating.
Yeah, that sounds good. All right, so this is tomorrow, Healthy Brain Expo, Clubhouse 2. You can register at 9 o'clock, and then the event goes from 9:30 to 12:30.
That's right.
All right, you take care.
Thanks,
we'll see you next time.
Ken. Okay, ciao,
We'll be
ciao.
right back.
Gloria always went big. So we helped her plan a memorial service that no one would soon forget. This one's for you, Gloria. Only a Dignity Memorial professional can celebrate a life like no other. Find out how at dignityorangecounty.com.
Achieve a level of comfort you've never known before. The Daydreamer will take you through smooth movements and guide you effortlessly into your favorite positions. Adjust the power pillow for ideal support for your head and neck. This and our positioning technology allows for infinite relaxation. Lay back in zero gravity while watching TV and put your body and mind at ease. Lift your spirits and find your favorite daydream. Contact your local Golden retailer today.
Welcome back, folks. Well, today, once again, we have a good friend of ours here. We have Lisa Gibson, registered dietitian with AgeWell Senior Services. Nice to have you back.
Nice to be here, Ken.
It's always great to have you here. We've done some great things in the past together. We did that wonderful, remember that soup made from the squash during the wintertime, and had fun with that last year or the year before. We did a nice salad.
Yep,
here
with
we
chicken and blueberries and watermelon. That's still one of my favorites.
That's
We're
fantastic.
getting into that season, watermelon season.
We are in the, I like to call it the light and healthy but flavorful season. The spring, the summer, even in Southern California, that takes you all the way to December, right? It's Lisa, this past year it did. Well, we've got something here today that I think the folks will really like. It's easy to prepare.
We like that.
Yeah, we do. And it's also inexpensive because most of these ingredients you can either find year-round or you can swap out.
Okay,
for something
good.
else. Very easy. So what I'm going to do today is basically shrimp sliders. Most people have little hamburger sliders. We're doing something a little bit easier for every folks today.
Good, and
So-
the nice thing about shrimp, it's very
Yes.
low fat.
Yes.
I always have to put in the nutrition tips.
Yeah.
So it's very low fat, it is high in cholesterol, and people avoided it for a long time. But because it's so low in fat, and cholesterol in itself, when you eat it, doesn't raise your cholesterol in your blood.
Yeah.
So it's a great food to eat.
And unlike years ago, shrimp can be found year-round. Don't worry about getting it frozen. Virtually every shrimp you get, unless you're living in the Gulf Coast, is going to be frozen. It should be. And then, of course, they might defrost it. But you can, if you want to get the shrimp pre-cooked, that's fine. It doesn't matter. Or pre-shelled, whatever you want to do. What we're going to start with today, the bottom of the sliders here, the buns, we're going to put a tzatziki sauce.
Ooh.
So I don't know if you know what a tzatziki sauce is, but it's a typical sauce you find in a lot of Greek restaurants. Very easy to make.
Okay.
So what I've started out with here is about 1 cup of Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt is perfect for this because it's thicker, has more of a tang to it.
Yep.
And I'm putting in the traditional ingredients that you'd normally find in tzatziki sauce. And the first part is cucumber. So I finally diced one of the English hothouse cucumbers, which I like the best because, you know, the peels are really thin. And, you know, a couple tablespoons of that. It's really up to you. We have some mint. I got some fresh mint here. I grow mint in my backyard, and it's usually springtime you get a lot of it. I always tell my wife the main reason I grow mint juleps.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and mojitos.
There you go.
But we're not making that today.
Okay.
So I've got about, I would say that's about a tablespoon of chopped mint or so. So we get that in there. Then we want some garlic, and I'm going to give you a tip about the garlic in just a moment. This is basically roasted garlic, but I had a trick the way I did it. You always want fresh lime juice in this. And again, depending on the lime you get, depending how much you're making, usually 1/2 of a large lime will work. So that's what I have in there. And of course, you always want a little bit of salt and pepper to taste, of course, not too much, because there's already a lot of salt in that yogurt.
Right.
And we got some pepper. And at this point, it's up to you. You want to add a different kind of seasoning? Go ahead. You want to add lemon pepper in there? You can do that. This is that wonderful Mexican spice called tajin.
Okay.
And I've used this on the shrimp, but if you want to put some of that in there,
depends on how much spice you like.
yeah, exactly. What's really nice about that is it comes in different spice levels. So.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I realized that myself. There's usually about 3 levels of heat you can find. So what we're going to do here, there's always proper ways to build a sandwich. So
yes.
The tzatziki sauce goes on the bottom. This is going to act like the glue, so to speak. Now, some nice pickled beets.
Ooh.
Do you ever make pickled beets?
Never made them.
Really easy to do.
How do you do it?
Well, the easiest way is that you can steam them, or you can put them in the microwave, unpeeled, trimmed but unpeeled, until they're somewhat tender, not real tender because they get tenderized in the pickle juice. And then you just slice them up. And to make it really easy, often all I use is balsamic vinegar.
Oh, wow.
And that makes it easy. You can make any kind of pickling juice that you want, even take leftover pickle juice if you want to do that. So what I have over here are some wonderful grilled shrimp. And if you don't have a grill or even a grill pan like this, that's no problem. Just you know, put them in a cast iron pan or however you want to do it. So we've got a couple shrimp right like that.
And did you put salt and pepper on that, or just the spice?
Just this tagine on this.
Okay.
That's all I did on that.
That's easy.
I don't know. I don't think I put any salt in there because this has a pretty decent amount of salt.
Okay.
And it's got a lot of flavor to it already. So then we want to top it with a couple slices of avocado. So I've kind of pre-cut this here. And just like this.
That adds some healthy fat.
It does, some wonderful healthy fat, because I love avocados. So there is the sandwich portion.
That is beautiful.
Now, on top of that, we have some wonderful grilled artichokes here.
Wow.
And again, I steam these, and I'll give you a tip on this. What I did, they won't cook on a grill. They'll char, but they won't cook all the way through. Cut off the tips, put them upside down in a microwave safe bowl, about 1/4 inch of water, a little bit of lemon juice, that way they don't discolor. Cover them with plastic wrap, depending on the side of the artichoke, 6 to 8 minutes, and they'll be tender. And then I took them out, dried them off, and then put them on the grill for extra flavor with a little lemon pepper.
Did you put any olive oil or anything on?
The only thing, a tiny bit, just so they wouldn't stick to the pan.
Okay.
That was it.
Okay.
And that's how I did the garlic. When I steamed the artichokes in the microwave, I put the whole unpeeled garlic in there. And by doing that, the garlic essentially comes out like roasted garlic, where if you roast garlic in an oven, it can take a much longer time. So there you have it.
That's beautiful.
Very easy to do. And you know, you want to get a little fancy here, go ahead. We can do that there. And it's light, it's easy, it's inexpensive, and what?
Nutritious.
Nutritious.
There you go.
And folks, want to try any of these recipes or other ones that we've done, we'll find a way to get the recipes to you and enjoy. Have a wonderful, nice, light, healthy, nutritious meal.
Healthy all year long, though. Not
There
just
you go.
spring and summer.
All right.
All year long.
And you all take care, all right? We'll see you again.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
At the Memorial Care Breast Center, Saddleback, you will always find a friendly face to guide you through your annual mammogram visit. Our staff, dedicated subspecialist breast radiologists, knowledge, and innovative technology await your visit to our center. With the Laguna Woods shuttle service right at our sidewalk, this convenient location offers you quick access for your appointment. You can expect nothing but the best for all your breast health needs at Memorial Care Breast Center, Saddleback.
At Freedom Village Assisted Living, we provide loving care and support when your loved one needs it most. We believe in laughing more and caring more. Dining will be an experience, not just a meal. We offer opportunities to create new memories. Your family will feel like they are part of our family as we work toward creating an extraordinary difference in lives worth living. To schedule a tour and complimentary lunch, and for more information, please call us at 949-340-8108 or visit our website, freedomvillage.org.
And our movie today is, excuse me, not today, tomorrow. Friday is The Red Shoes, and this is from 1948. It's about a young ballet dancer who is torn between the man she loves and her pursuit to become a prima ballerina in this movie. And although it was made in 1948, I believe it's supposed to take place before then. I'm not quite sure. I haven't seen this movie. But judging by the characters, and it's kind of a strange movie, believe me. There's a lot of intrigue and all kinds of stuff going on in this. And it's sort of surreal. That's probably the best way that I can tell you about it. But this will be Friday, tomorrow, at 2 and 6 o'clock, excuse me, 2 and 7 o'clock. And then on Monday, a newer movie came out this past year, or actually this year in April, so not that long ago. It's called The Best of Enemies, and we're going to show you the trailer on that one.
And that water.
Last night, an electrical fire destroyed East End Elementary School.
Mama, where are we gonna go to school now?
Mama gonna find you somewhere real nice to go.
Not gonna have black kids going to Tim school.
Oh, come on. They're gonna put them somewhere.
Mississippi putting it down. I'm the hottest round.
We gonna beat school segregation once and for all.
Listen to me now.
You better get your ass down to City Hall tonight. Who's next?
They say you represent a great many people in this town.
Ain't me right about that.
I'm holding a committee meeting. The council will vote to either adopt or reject school integration. I need 2 co-chairs, you and Ann Atwater.
Ann Atwater. I'm the president of the Klan. He's about to hand you the keys to school integration, and you're gonna lock the door.
You did.
Would you look at that crazy white man?
Folks in this town want blacks to stay in their own schools. I'm here to protect my family, so all the better is you don't get in my way.
Well, I'm gonna get in your way.
We're here trying to understand each other for once and stop fighting.
This here does the talking for me.
I have a Bible.
Well, then you ought to know.
Know what?
Same God made you, made me.
But sometimes there are necessary evils for the greater good.
You didn't have to do that. You should have told me.
As long as the CPLs of the world keep getting their way, ain't nothing gonna change.
She looked at me like I was some kind of monster.
What'd you expect?
I'm talking about home.
I'm the president of the Klan. I'm supposed to hate black folks. Now, if I don't believe that, then I got a problem.
Now, what we talking about is important, and you gon' damn well listen to us.
She's in a bad mood today.
Talking about home.
And that looks like a very powerful movie. As I said, it came out earlier this year. It stars Sam Rockwell and Taraji P. Henson, and that will be coming up on Monday. Also, I want to remind you a couple things. First, Monday Night Football that the Village is putting on, the Recreation Department. So if you want to watch the big game, that will be on Monday, obviously. At kickoff is at about 5 o'clock. And it's over at the Village Greens there. You can have a good time, a free event, and they have some refreshments out there. Of course, you know, you want to buy some drinks or whatever it might be. This time around, it's Chiefs versus the Chargers, and they're actually playing down in Mexico City, I believe. Now, a couple Thanksgiving things I want to tell you about. Florence Sylvester is having their Thanksgiving feast on Wednesday, November 27th. If you plan to go, this is a luncheon. I would call them like now, because this seems to sell out quite quickly. Give them a call at 380-0155 to see if they still have space available. Again, that is Wednesday the 27th. Now, Recreation is putting on a couple Thanksgiving events, buffets. These are both sold out, but there is a wait list. So if you'd like to get on that, make sure to contact them. Again, whenever these holiday things come around, they go very quickly, so keep that in mind. Maybe put your name on a wait list, but both of these events at Clubhouse 2 and 5 are sold out as of right now. All right, the weather a little bit cooler today by a few degrees. We got that morning fog, which is kind of nice. That'll hang around. We might have some clouds later on, just hanging around for most of the day. So mostly sunny in the afternoon, but mostly cloudy in the mornings if you're watching us. Tomorrow, probably about the same thing. And then as we go to the weekend, we're going to start to get a little bit of that offshore wind, Santa Ana wind condition, particularly on Sunday when we heat up quite a bit. Not that bad, but compared to today. And right now, there are no red flag warnings, but we'll see how much of the winds that we get right now. But they're predicting in some areas it could be somewhat strong, but it shouldn't be all that bad. And it's really only going to be about one day. Take that away on Monday. And even the possibility of a little bit of rain coming in next week. So we'll see about that. Around Orange County and beyond today, all the temperatures are down by probably about 3-4 degrees. Everything's a little bit cooler today. As I said, scattered clouds will be with us most of the day, but overall some nice afternoons we saw yesterday. All right, we will see you tomorrow. We're going to have United on and also Christian Women's Connection, and then probably bring you a segment from Sterling Financial. All right, you take care. Bye-bye.